Let's talk about duty sex and how it can destroy marriages just like sexlessness. What is duty sex? Duty sex is something that is its own phenomenon. And I want to talk about it because I hear people all the time, like, they do sex out of obligation, they do sex out of, duty. So let's say the quiet part out loud. Duty sex can feel violating, and no sex can feel like abandonment. So if you've been trapped between those two, duty sex or sexlessness, this video is for you. I am Dr. Tangie, the sex doctor, board certified clinical sexologist, and on a mission to destigmatize sex and elevate sexual health conversations like they deserve. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I am so happy you found us. Please do me a huge favor and join this vibrant sex positive community by subscribing. Your subscription does not take any of your time, does not cost you anything, but that tiny gesture helps the algorithm prioritize my content instead of hiding it, which it normally does. And it helps this channel be found and grow to reach a wider audience. And to find other ways to support this channel, go to the description section of this video and click on the icons that appear on this video. So don't be shy. I know you want to be part of this community. There's no shame in being curious and learning about sex. So do it with me right now. Find that subscribe button and click on it. Thanks. That was easy. Now, this topic triggers people because it touches two sacred things: consent and connection. So we're going to do this with maturity, with compassion, with truth, with no drama. What is duty sex and why it really feels so bad? Duty sex is what happens primarily because someone feels like they should keep the peace in their relationship, prevent an argument about sex, avoid being cheated on, or stop the partner from sulking, begging, nagging, or because it's been a while, because it's been a year, because it's been a month, because it's expected of you. And sometimes duty sex is consensual, sometimes it's compliant. And even when someone technically says yes, their body can still feel like, I'm not here, I'm kind of tolerating this, I'm just performing an act. And here's what the high desire partner often doesn't realize. Duty sex can feel like being used. It can feel like my body is a service to you. It can build resentment and very, very fast. So why no sex can also be deeply damaging. Let's talk about the other side, which I've talked about before. When a couple goes sexless for months or for years, especially without a conversation, the other partner often experiences loneliness inside the committed relationship, grief over that loss of connection, shame over the sexlessness status of that relationship, feeling undesirable, feeling rejected. They may feel depressed, anxious, and sometimes they even can display physical symptoms like tension, insomnia, erectile issues, shutdown. So yes, nobody's owed sex. I've said that before, but in a marriage, people are owed clarity and honesty, and they're owed the chance to renegotiate their relationship ethically, because being expected to stay loyal in a permanent state of celibacy without an agreement, that's emotionally brutal. The cycle that destroys marriages, and this is the real problem, is that one partner initiates, the other partner feels pressured or exhausted and rejects or avoids the sex. The initiator feels hurt, protests, withdraws, becomes resentful. The avoiding partner senses their resentment and feels even less desire towards the other partner. And they have duty sex to fix it. And duty sex feels bad. They avoid, again, the cycle, but it just gets tighter every month. Nobody feels good about it. And this is the pressure distancer loop that becomes the sexual situation that people are trapped in. It's not sex anymore. It's not just wanting sex. The solution is rebuilding consent, safety, and desire together, designing a new relationship. And the goal is not more sex. The goal is better conditions for desire. So let's define what a healthy sex life is. It's consent, with clear, genuine guidelines and ongoing is collaboration. How do we make this work for both of us? Is care plus emotional and physical well-being is pleasure, not just orgasm enjoyment. Is repair when conflict is present so it doesn't rot the bedroom. And when these conditions exist, sex tends to return. And when they don't, sex becomes either a battlefield or a funeral. And for the high desire partner, here are three moves that actually work. Number one, stop making sex the only doorway to closeness. If the only time you touch your partner is when you want sex, your touch becomes a demand. So start building non-sexual affection that is truly safe. Let's start touching with no agenda or expectation. Two, ask better questions than, why don't you want me? Why don't you want to have sex with me? Try, what makes sex hard for you right now? Is it stress? Is it resentment? Is it pain? Is it hormones or disconnection? What would make intimacy feel easier? Three, set a boundary with a plan, but not a threat. A boundary sounds like, I love you, I'm committed to you in our relationship, and sexual connection matters to me. I'm willing to work on this with you for the next 8 to 12 weeks with therapy, a medical evaluation, scheduled connection time, dates, etc. But if nothing changes, we need to talk honestly about what our relationship is going to be. That's not coercion, that's clarity. That's a clear path moving forward. And for the low desire partner, here are three moves that bring desire back online. Number one, tell the truth without shaming your partner. I'm not rejecting you as a person. I'm struggling with desire and I want to figure it out. That one sentence reduces defensiveness dramatically. The next, identify your desire killers. Yes, we all have them. Common ones are burnout and mental load, unresolved resentment. That's huge in relationships. Body shame and body image issues, pain with sex, dryness, perimenopause and menopause shifts, depression and anxiety, and medications, chronic illness, feeling emotionally unsafe, sometimes lack of foreplay, rushed sex, and an orgasm gap. Desire often dies for a reason. So find the reason, identify the reason. And three, replace intercourse or nothing with a pleasure ladder. And that's huge. Instead of going from 0 to intercourse, like many people do these steps: cuddle, massage, kiss, skin to skin contact, mutual touch that is not sexual oriented, erotic play, intercourse if you both want it. This rebuilds trust and pleasure because for many people, desire is responsive. It appears after arousal begins in safe conditions. And let's go and revisit the consent plus connection agreement. And here's a simple agreement that I love and I want to recommend. No guilt, no coercion, no punishment. We schedule connection time weekly. Sex is allowed to be touch, pleasure, closeness, and not always intercourse, not always a penis and a vagina. We address medical issues like adults. We revisit progress in a month. If you can't agree to any plan, you don't have a sex problem. You have a relationship accountability problem. When is it time to get professional help? Well, get help if sex has been gone for 6+ months and it causes you distress. There's pain, there's erectile dysfunction, there's hormone shifts. The resentment level is high. One person refuses the conversation while the other one insists on it. There's a history of trauma. And in that case, a sex therapist or couples therapist and or sexual health clinician can be life-changing. But do seek help. Be accountable and responsible for the sex life that you want. Now, I want to hear from you on this one because this is real life. Which is harder for you, duty sex or no sex? And why? What's the biggest desire killer in your relationship right now? Stress, resentment, pain, hormones, or disconnection, or all of the above? If you could change one thing this week to improve intimacy, what would it be? Leave your comments in the comment section below. I read them all. And if you want a part to build your erotic connection, reach out to a professional. Certainly reach out to me. I'd be happy to help. As usual, I wish you safe, healthy, and pleasurable sex of whatever kind you practice. This is Dr. Tangie, the sex doctor, and I'll see you next time.